Leon S. Kennedy, a sexy bastard, is supposed to be a highly trained government agent in peak human condition. But according to the basic laws of physics, Leon is not fucking human at all. While on the surface, he looks like a muscular, well-toned man who may go to the gym regularly, the truth is much more sinister. Leon Kennedy is a fucking silverback gorilla. I'm kidding, of course, but seriously, this Leon guy is not human. The feats we see him pull off are just insane. Let's take a look at a few. But before that, a word from our sponsor. No one, you fucking idiot. This is a channel with like 35 subscribers. Why the fuck would we have a sponsor? Yeah, anyway, I saw you ready to skip forward. Let me tell you something right here, bucko. In this video, you're not skipping forward. You're sitting there like a good boy and watching my analysis, alright? Okay, let's get into it. The first indication of Leon's strength is from Resident Evil 4, whilst the first appearance of Leon is in Resident Evil 2. This version of Leon may as well be a nervous little fanboy, crying and whimpering in a corner compared to the monumental crazy shit we see him get up to later.
Oh my god!
So our analysis is starting in Resident Evil 4. Let's start off with a chainsaw parry from the village sequence in Resident Evil 4. In this sequence, Leon Kennedy does this shit. Dr. Salvador here, yes, that's his name, don't ask, I have no fucking clue either, is a 6'5" giant who is estimated to be about 253 pounds. That's about 114 kilograms for my tea-sipping fans. This freaking giant also wields a massive chainsaw which is used for industrial logging. For that we'll add in about 20 pounds to the total, leading to a grand result of 273 pounds. A 273 pound ball of meat sprinting straight towards Leon. In this scene I estimate that Leon needs 315 pounds of upwards force to counteract 273 pounds of downward push. We can see that Leon's arms aren't completely straight, more of a 30-degree arm angle which increases the total load. From this we can calculate that each of his arms holds 157.6 pounds of force upwards, and the bones and muscles in his arms are enduring over 1,000 pounds of internal compression. Let's talk about how this will affect each of Leon's individual muscles, how much force they're pushing here. Leon's triceps would have to push with 1,732 pounds of total force to prevent his elbows from completely collapsing. His bones in his elbow joint would experience 2,047 pounds of total crushing force, squeezing his ulnar, radius and humerus bones together. His shoulders and chest would experience 315 pounds of continuous pressing force, and his spine will experience 515 pounds of total force. Now I know I just said a bunch of numbers and words to you, so you have no clue what I'm talking about, but let me give you a comparison. Leon's active tricep tension is 1,732 pounds, an elite powerlifter's is about 600. Leon's tendons would instantly snap off the bone if this were real. His elbow joint compression is about 2,047 pounds, and the max of a powerlifter is 800. Leon's cartilage shoulder should violently rip and tear under this sudden peak load. His isometric press is 315 pounds here. An elite powerlifter's limit is 250 pounds. Powerlifters bench heavy, but even they can't hold a 315 pound weight at a 30-degree angle. We also have to realise here, Leon is not a powerlifter. He does not train for lifting the heaviest weight possible. He is significantly smaller in size and weight than an actual powerlifter. Leon here is holding about 1.7 times his own body weight, using his arms, shoulders and bent posture. An average 82 kilogram man can overhead bench press about 135 pounds. Leon's muscles are at 1,200% of that. Without superhuman bone density, a normal 82 kilogram person's wrist would bend backwards and the chainsaw would drop straight onto them. After that, let's look at Resident Evil Requiem, where we see Leon pull off his craziest feats. In this game, Leon uses this fucking behemoth as his primary big fucky wucky bazooka gun. called the Requiem. It is modelled after the real-life Russian RSH-12 used by the Russian military. Leon in this game fires the Requiem in the final cutscene with one hand, casually negating the recoil almost entirely. Now, this may seem mundane to you. Firing a gun with one hand is not exactly superhuman, but we have to realise how powerful the gun is Leon is using here. The recoil of a gun is determined by how much energy it pushes back on you once you fire. For example, a Glock 9 has a recoil of roughly 4.5 joules, so very manageable. A Desert Eagle is a chunky piece of equipment, capable of bringing a fucky-wucky to a bear over 50 meters away. Now the Desert Eagle has a recoil of about 32 joules of force. The Requiem gun has roughly double that, at 50 plus joules. Leonkennedy fires this one-handed. This is what Grace looks like when firing a Requiem.
Jesus.
This is what Leon looks like. Tell me, how is this man human? To fire a real-world gun like the RSH-12 with one hand, you would need to possess a grip strength equivalent of a silverback gorilla, all condensed into a human frame. I know Leon's forearms are big, but this no. A normal, fit, healthy male has a grip strength of about 45 to 55 kilograms. Elite strongmen reach around 100 to 120 kilograms. Leon is 3 times that. Additionally, to add on to the dumb fuckery going on over here, Leon's body isn't braced at all in this scene. He is casually strolling while firing. This means we can estimate that the Requiem gun hits his hand in less than 3 milliseconds upon firing, and Leon's muscles must, in that exact time frame, 3 milliseconds mind you, exert a counterforce of 1,200 newtons to prevent complete breakage. Let's put a regular human in Leon's situation here. If you tried this right now, the gun will violently twist, shredding the tendons in your wrist and slam directly into your face. Let's finally look at Leon's kicking ability. In Resident Evil 4 Remake, Leon is capable of beheading a guy with a single kick. Let me say that again. Leon beheads a guy with a kick. To give you a little context, beheading someone with a kick takes an estimated 100,000 to 150,000 joules of kinetic energy. And that's assuming mathematically optimal transfer of energy. This is roughly 100 times more powerful than the strongest human kick possible, which is a flying drop kick. Biomechanical data from forensic studies indicates that a pure force of 12,000 newtons is required to completely tear the muscle and spine of a human neck. The issue here is Leon is kicking with a blunt object, his leg. We can calculate that to generate 12,000 newtons of constant tearing force over the average human neck using blunt impact, the energy required sits at around 100,000 joules. Now the equation EK equals half mv squared, or kinetic energy equals half mass times velocity squared, gives us one of the 2 possibilities for how Leon delivers this kick. For Leon to deliver this kick, he would either need an astronomical speed or an astronomical mass. First option is we assume his weight is that of an average human, so his kick is super fast. This gives us a speed of 50 meters a second, or 110 miles an hour for Leon's kick, assuming he's kicking with the force of his entire body, and he is an 82 kilogram person. This is basically 1.5 times the speed of a cruising car. In the other scenario, Leon weighs 1,111 kilograms, 2,451 pounds, to be able to deliver that kick. Take your pick with how Leon performs this. Either he moves faster than a car, or weighs as much as a car. Either way, Leon is basically as strong as a car. Okay, so with all that analysis, what is my verdict of Leon? Leonkennedy isn't a human, he is a genetically modified bioweapon. Whether created by accident or not, he is an abomination, an amalgamation of all the batshit insane war crimes Umbrella's committed. Whether by simply being in Raccoon City or secret government experiments, it matters not. All I can say is I confidently know Leon Kennedy is not human. With the weight of the silverback gorilla and the speed of a car, this is not normal. In all seriousness, if you enjoyed me doing actual maths just to prove how a video game character is basically a superhero running on anime physics, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so I can finally hit 80 subs. Please, I'm right there, I'm right on the cusp of 80, please! I had a ton of fun making this video. It was probably the highest quality video I've made. I know many people probably won't see this video being projected out into the void of YouTube, but I hope the few of you who actually do see this, it made you smile today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.